Hi, my name is Clinic Cooper, and I was once a victim of domestic violence. I would just like to say to all women out there who may be going through domestic violence or who may be victims of abuse or domestic violence, please speak out. There's nothing wrong with speaking out. So don't be ashamed or afraid of what society may have to say about you. At the end of the day, your life is more important than what society has to say about you. Also, I would like to encourage anyone out there who may be victims, please contact, and you need help, please contact the Gender Based Violence Unit under the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. This unit is a very professional and confidential unit. They are a no nonsense unit, and I'm speaking from experience. At first, when I was dealing with my situation at first, I was a bit hesitant to go to the police to report it because the individual that I was dealing with was a very prominent person, and he would always remind me that if I go to the police, then he would tell the police that I'm lying, and the police would not believe me because he know a lot of people in what he called high places, and he would always tell them that I'm lying. So I was a bit hesitant to go to the police, but when I was really, really fed up of the situation and I felt like I had no other way out, I decided to go public about the situation. And I decided to go on the Ion Dependency program that speak about domestic violence. They also do show about domestic violence. So I decided that I would go to that program and speak out, even though I wasn't going to mention the abuser name. But I thought that if I go on the program, then it will make him realize how serious I am in wanting to get out of this situation. As I recall, the Saturday before the program was supposed to be on the 22nd, and the 21st, I decided that I would contact the Gender Based Violence Unit. It was around 3 p.m. the Saturday afternoon when I contacted the Gender Based Violence Unit. Well, I contacted the superintendent from the unit, and while speaking to her, I explained the situation to her, and she was like, "So why you never reported the situation? Why you never reported it to the police?" So then I explained to her as well to why I never went to the police with it and why I never reported it to the police. So she then said to me, she said, "At the end of the day, nobody is above the law, and she think that I should at least give the gender-based violence unit a chance to deal with the situation." She did not discourage me from going on the program the Sunday, but she said I should at least give the gender-based violence unit a chance to deal with the situation and not just say I'm not going to the police at all. So I decided to take what she said, and the closest place to me would have been to the Sandy Grande police station, and it was already after 3 p.m. the evening. And the unit there, I think they were supposed to close up at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. The officer there was supposed to leave at that time. So anyhow, she told me to hold on. She's going to contact the officer at the station for me. And well, I waited on her to contact the officer. After contacting the officer, she told me the officer said she would wait on me at the station. And yes, she would wait on me at the station. So I left home to go to the station to make the report, to give the statement and whatnot. When I arrived at the station, it was already about 5 o'clock in the evening. But not once did the officer make me feel uncomfortable or try to rush me to give the statement to go home. I felt very comfortable giving the statement at the station to the officer. The officer made me feel so welcome that I was able to open up about my situation, because knowing the person, the abuser that I was dealing with, I was always hesitant to open up or tell people or mention a name, because I felt like though if I mention a name, like they would probably not listen to what I have to say, or they probably have some kind of judgment in their mind, have some kind of judgmental in their mind something going on saying that probably this is not how it go. This is not so. Um, but when I at first when I was just going on telling the officer about the situation, but I did not mention a name to her. But she didn't even like force me to mention a name to her. She just like went on for a while until I was comfortable to mention a name because apparently she picked up on a name on me not wanting to mention a name. So um after when I mentioned the name, I told her why I wasn't mentioning a name at first. She reminded me that they are given a mandate by the commissioner of police, and regardless of someone's status in society or who they are, that have nothing to do with them. They are given a mandate and they are going to fulfill that. Um, so I felt really comfortable in opening up with my situation. I felt it was really really that they were going to be confidential about it, and so said so done. They were very confidential about it. They dealt with it very professional. My situation very professional, and also it took about I think I left the station around 9 p.m. that night as well too. And the officer was supposed to leave at one time. Like it went over like 3 hours. At a certain time when I was giving my statement, I felt sorry for the officer. So I was so saying to her, say, well, probably I could send the rest of the information for you because I told her normally I would write about my situation to help me to do it. So I say I already have it written, so I could probably send it to you. I could forward it to you so you could get to go home. And she reminded me, she said, no, no. Once you are here and you are giving a statement, it don't matter what time we are supposed to go home. We are not going to go home until this is finished. We deal with the situation accordingly. We'll take your statement. So though you don't have to feel uncomfortable. And I think that was really, 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 I don't know what to say, really not nice of the officer to make you feel so comfortable. Like you're not being rushed to say anything. You're not being rushed to this give a statement like that they just want you to just give a statement and go home. No, they really cared about your best interests. Also, the night when I left the station, it took me about 2 hours to get home. And not until I got home, I think about after 11, I got home. And the officer reached out to me to see if I got home safe. And then the officer said she would go to bed knowing that okay, then I got home safe. So she did care about me reaching home safe as well too. Um, the days that followed, I was supposed to go to my apartment to get some clothes to go to work because due to my situation, I was kind of afraid to go back to my apartment and stay there. So when I contacted the officer again to ask for some kind of escort to go to my apartment to get clothing to go to work. And the next day, I was able to go to my apartment to get clothing.